Friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about the disturbing developments in Purola village of Uttarkashi of Uttarakhand. Now, what happened that in 26th May around, one 14-year-old girl was abducted by two youth. One of these youth was a Muslim, another was a Hindu. In response to this, on one hand, POCSO case was filed, which is very right, which should be done. But on the other hand, the Hindu right-wing groups started a campaign that Muslim youth has abducted the girl, and they talked it about love jihad case. On this pretext, one devbhoomi is the word for Uttarakhand, devbhoomi Raksha Samiti came up, and it started propagating against the Muslims. They distributed posters telling that Muslims should leave the village by such and such date, otherwise they will face consequences. Muslim houses, Muslim shops, they were marked with crosses to identify them during the period of disturbances. Now these events are quite unlikely, uncalled for in a secular democracy like ours. In response to this, People's Union of Civil Liberty approached Supreme Court, and Supreme Court in turn asked them to approach High Court. High Court fortunately gave the order that Mahapanchayat, which was to be held on 15th June, before which Muslims were supposed to leave the village, that Mahapanchayat was called off and the matter stand there. But still, many Muslims, nearly 44 Muslim households, have left the village, and one Muhammad Zaid, who was president of BJP Minority Cell, even he left the village. Now this is the condition, that here is a BJP cell and there is a Muslim minority cell. Even he does not feel secure in such an atmosphere created by Hindu right-wing group. Now, devbhoomi Raksha Samiti, this was backed up by Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Bajrang Dal, and other organizations which tried to intimidate and frighten the Muslim community living there. Now, many of these Muslim families have been living there from last many decades, and the way this has developed, first is a question of jihad. Now, jihad, as we know, there is no reality about it. It is just a make-believe thing. In this case, it becomes very clear that the abductors are one a Muslim boy, another a Hindu boy. So it's not a question of Hindu versus Muslim. It's a question, gender issue which needs to be addressed. Rather than that, this has been given a turn of Hindu-Muslim, which is quite disturbing and which is totally uncalled for. Now we know that in Uttarakhand, the Chief Minister Dharma, he has been promoting such things. He himself called that Muslims are doing land jihad, vyapar jihad, and he used words like this which are quite derogatory and which in a way incite the people for negative, aggressive actions. We know that in this particular part there have been Dharma Sansads, like in 2019 there was a Dharma Sansad in Haridwar, in which many of the so-called Swamis, they gave very hate speeches. They talked about the Muslim community, they talked about love jihad, and so many other things which are totally hateful. Now, in response to this, Supreme Court gave a mandate. It told the police that you don't have to wait for complaint to come. You must take suo moto action on your own side whenever you see that there is some case of hateful speech. Hate speech is a crime as per our constitution, and the Supreme Court itself directed the police that it should not lapse on this ground, and it must be promptly taking action against those who spread hatred against anybody, religious minorities, religious majorities, whoever they are. This should be done. Now in Uttarakhand, we are seeing that the word jihad is also being misused. What is land jihad? Now, some Muslims have been living there, calling that they are encroaching the land is totally wrong. Land encroachment should be dealt on its own ground, and business, many times call has been given to boycott Muslims' trade and their shops. This is totally uncalled for and very disturbing in a democratic society. As far as jihad is concerned, now jihad word is being totally abused. Anything where Muslims are there, they generally put the prefix jihad to try to create a hatred against the Muslim community. Now, love jihad, there is nothing like this. Now, in a free society, people of different religions, caste, languages, they meet each other, become friends, and decide to be partners. What is wrong about it? Now, many people, Muslims are there in the business, small trade. They have been there in this from decades. So now to target them is a sort of a new form of communal politics, which somehow wants to create divisiveness in the society, and this divisiveness in the society is totally counterproductive for the values of our democracy, which calls us for a fraternity where we are a fraternity irrespective of our religion, caste, gender and language. So these Hindu right-wing groups are an offensive, and they are an offensive despite the orders of Supreme Court, because wherever the BJP government is ruling, there is a single engine sarkar or double engine sarkar. These elements spreading hate, they become more confident. They know that no action can be taken against them. The government will not take action against them. So in that sense, they become more aggressive and unfearful of the legal consequences. They go on to take up such actions. Now, it is good that organizations like People's Union of Civil Liberties approach the Supreme Court to take action to restrain the Mahapanchayats which are spreading hatred to take place, to assuage the hurt feelings, the feelings of insecurity amongst the Muslim community, so that they can also live like proper citizens in our country. Similarly, intellectuals have also written to the court, and retired bureaucrats organization has written to the court that they should check such incidents which have taken place in Uttarakhand, and what can one say, where even the BJP Minority Cell president Mohammad Zaid has to leave the village. Then who is secure? Who amongst the Muslims can be secure is a matter of great concern, and we should think about it seriously. Similarly, in Uttarakhand, Anticonversion law, Freedom of Religion Act, they have also been brought in. We know that this anti-conversion law has no real truth in it. Some people do convert out of their choice, but there is no forcible conversion. That there is a question of law and order. Freedom of religion is guaranteed in our constitution, and the laws which are being brought about against conversion are actually a way to intimidate the minority community, to charge them with some or the other form, so that they are full of fear and their life is not as normal as it should be in a democracy. Now, this is time, friends, that communalism is taking worse and worse forms. The normal things of trade, the normal things of social interaction, they are being targeted, and the crimes which are done by youth of either religion, they are also being looked at in a partial manner related to one particular community. And Uttarakhand case is a very eye-opener, that how when two youth are involved, one Muslim, one Hindu, but still it is being given a communal color and only Muslim youth is targeted, while it is a matter of gender operation in our society, it is being given a communal color. We hope that we come out of this and try to follow the deeper integrative values of our civilization, the values of our civilization which teach us interaction, pluralism, inclusive values, and the same values are a part of our constitution also, and that is the need of the hour, that we should go for that. I hope you will like this video, you will forward it and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.